Alright, what is going on, everyone, and welcome back to more ESO Orsinium 2017 edition. So, we're heading off to the temple right now. Welcome back to part 5, I think. And, yeah, so we're just kind of going through this. The main objective of this is pretty much to be leveling up all our skills. Still need Blood Craze, and I need to get rid of Green Dragon's Blood, level up Poison Inject, and then get a lot more skill points for the passives, and then we're good to go. But yeah, doing the Orsinium pretty much gives a few skill points, so that's why I wanted to do it as well. And we're going on with the story, so hopefully you guys are enjoying it as well. I don't remember if it's this way. Oh, I'm dead. Okay, if I fell from there to the bottom, I would have died instantly. Can't wait to get bigger.
Clear the streets and go home. Let the king back away, citizen. We have enough to deal with as it is. My soldiers can't do their job with all you civilians getting underfoot. Just because you carry a weapon doesn't mean you know how to use it. And as you can see, I already have more amateur warriors volunteering to help than I can handle. Why don't you just stand back and leave this to the professionals? By the king's arse, you're annoying. I should toss you in a cell, but I'm a little busy at the moment. Alright, listen. A group approached the temple. I didn't think anything of it until they drew their weapons and rushed inside. Look, I just got back from a tour in Daggerfall, and I'm still trying to figure this city out. It's a damn maze! I heard there might be a way back in, but the soldiers I sent to look for it haven't reported in yet.
Hey, hero! Over here!
My courage has fled.
The king sent you here to rescue the hostages, didn't he? Of course he did. That's why they recruited heroes after all, am I right? Listen, I have a plan. It's brilliant. Wanna hear it? See those hawkers behind me? Don't look. Anyway, they've been acting suspiciously. Standing around, making shifty eyes, showing odd hand gestures to passers-by. I've read enough Investigator Vale books to recognize criminal behavior when I see it. You never read Investigator Vale? The book's about the brilliant scholar who travels the world and solves crimes. She doesn't use magic or weapons. Just her charm and her wits and... Look, I'll lend you a copy later, but we need to focus here. Isn't it obvious? Look at their evil demeanor, their villainous whispering. I bet if we rattle them, they'll run off and lead us right to the hostages. Watch. I'll just let loose an arrow. That should put the fear of Ifray into the survivor.
Okay, so the first time I did this one, I tried to choose the good choices, or made the good choices. Now, since this is the second playthrough, or actually it's my fifth playthrough, but for YouTube it's the second one, and we're just gonna choose all the options I haven't chose before, so YOLO.
Really? I mean, yes! I knew I liked you for a reason. Once the other one starts to run, don't let him out of your sight. He should lead you right to the hostages. On my mark. Stop, you! Thief!
Rip.
And there goes the other one! Get him!
Hey, I was walking here.
Ooh, what did I even get? I got a letter. Where does that even... Hold on. Okay, so find a way into the temple. If you just followed him, he would have led you there. But if you killed him, it's just over here, and it marks it on your map. But you just follow him until then. Let me just see. Maybe there's something around here. I don't think so, though. I think you have to fight a few more things on your way up as well.
Defend the temple!
Thank ZeniMax you're here. Someone has to save my fellow priests inside the temple. Please, I need your help. The priests inside the temple are at the mercy of these fanatics. Please, I think they want to kill my brothers and sisters in ZeniMax. Malakath fanatics. They burst into the temple and began rounding up my fellow priests. They spat at us and shouted that we were betraying our race. They said that Chief Bazrag sent them to punish us for opposing the true god of the orcs. My fellow priests were still alive when I slipped out of the temple. But the tension in the air, I'm afraid violence is inevitable. They set up patrols inside the temple, watching for Kurag and his soldiers. If one of them spots you in there, they're holding the priests captive in the rectory. If one of the torchbearers spots you and reaches the rectory, you won't be able to save them. Avoid the torchbearers at all costs, or at least strike them down before they can sound a warning. Take this key. It will unlock the temple's rear entrance. Once inside, you'll need to find the key to the rectory, where they're holding my fellow priests. The fanatic who gives the orders, their commander, he probably has the key to the rectory. May the luck of ZeniMax.
So this is pretty much the only like stealth part of this entire game you really have to do, or this entire DLC. Regardless of what happens, it's not difficult, but I'll try to do it passive stealthily, and if I have to kill someone, I'll do it, but I'll try not to. I'll just try to like avoid things.
Kurag arrives, we kill them all.
Okay, so I think it's below, and there's a guard right down there.
Soldiers are here. I have to warn the others.
Oh, I never did the Thieves Guild quest line, but then again, that's fine. I don't. You could like assassinate people, but Orsinium came out first. Oh, whatever. Well, that was really short lasting. Alright, whatever. I got this. I think the only way to reset it would be to, like, actually leave.
How did you get in here? No matter. You'll be dead in a moment.
Whoop. Alright, so no.
Now we can kill the priests.
Regardless of what happens, either choice, even if you let them live or not, you don't get anything special, I think. They give you like another or like additional gold, but realistically, if you got an item, it's irrelevant.
Leave this one alive. Someone has to give Kurag the message.
I can't wait to get Caltrops. I've been doing some battlegrounds in Cyrodiil lately, and I'll get it eventually, but today is not that day.
You were too late. Maybe the others. Maybe Solgra reached them and they're all right. Everyone's dead. Maybe there's still hope for the others. Solgra, she took them with her. Tried to hide in the back. I don't know what's happened to Solgra and the others. High Priestess Solgra and our brothers and sisters in ZeniMax. The fanatics gathered us up and forced us in here. But Solgra, she isn't one to put up with such nonsense. She put a blade into one of them and ran into the back to help the others. I have the key. I'll open the door for you. Find the others, please. I don't know what Solgra planned to do, but she had that look in her eyes when the fanatics started hurting our people. Solgra and the others should be somewhere through this door.
There had to be something up here. I don't
Find a
quite
way to
remember.
open the main temple doors and let the soldiers in. Good luck. Get her! Don't let her escape!
I'll die before I let you hurt the others.
Wait, go here. Place is a maze. What is going on?
You killed one of my... Orders be damned! You're going to die for that, priestess!
One? I plan to kill a dozen more if you don't leave my temple now. Thank you for that. I thought I could handle them, but the odds got a little overwhelming. Don't worry about me. I'll be fine once I catch my breath. Just got the wind knocked out of me a little, that's all. Not exactly. They claimed to be devoted followers of Malakath, and said they were working for Chief Bazrug. They caught us by surprise, threatened us. Did you run into Ugus? How are he and the others faring? Don't blame yourself. You have saved lives that without your intervention would certainly have been lost. But I'm still confused as to what the attackers hoped to accomplish. Why take us hostage? Why not simply kill us and be done with it? Spill the blood of innocents and blame the king for their deaths, for not being able to protect his people. What a fiendish scheme. But the king sent you in his stead. Very astute on his part. That decision may have saved many lives. We were supposed to assume they were Malakath devotees, but they didn't seem particularly religious to me. Even I don't believe Malakath would sanction a slaughter such as this. They mentioned Chief Bazrug, though. Said he gave them their orders. I've always found the chief to be noble, but it doesn't take a lot to change a person. His forts ravaged, his traditions threatened. I can see how such things could lead to this. The king and the Forge Mother must be told what happened here.
Alrighty, good. Now, I think talk to the Forge Mother. I'm not sure if she's in the beginning or like the entrance of this area or outside, but we'll be out there soon. Oh, Jesus, this place is a maze. I don't know where I'm going, actually.
This is the last of them! Let's finish these bastards off!
Playing a DK is like a completely new experience for me because you don't really have a main spammable like every other class does. You pretty much just have to keep up all your dots, and you have like 9 of them. So, well, I will have 9 of them once I get Caltrops, but yeah, right now it's just keeping up my dots on 100%, which is difficult for me. I'm used to keeping up maybe 6 dots at once, not anything more than that. Alright, let's see. What do I want leveled? Probably my blood craze is going to level up next.
You're alive. Finally, something good comes out of this debacle. Too many priests died because of those fanatics. We removed their bodies, but if word of this gets out... I need to know. Did you find High Priestess Solgra? Is she safe? That is good news indeed. I will make sure that a military contingent protects this temple going forward. it will not be left undefended again. Increased patrols around the perimeter, soldiers assigned to guard the inside of the temple. The priests will not have to live in fear of another attack, not so long as my son is king. I assume you know who claimed responsibility for this? Bosrog has never agreed with Kurog. He made threats in the throne room, as I'm sure you heard. Besides, his boldness and devotion to Malakath are legendary. It appears Bosrog wishes to challenge our king. My son needs to solidify his hold on the clans. All of the chiefs must accept Kurog as their king for the betterment of the Orsimer people. If we gain support of the clans, we can stop Bosrog without inciting an all-out war. You have done enough.
Skill point.
Though lives were lost, thanks to you, others were saved. Take this for your efforts, and keep your ears open. We will contact you when the king again has need of your services.
Okay, so I think Blood Craze may have leveled up.
Come join
Yeah, it did.
us.
Blood Craze at 3 now.
Injured? Should I call a healer?
I am well enough. But innocent blood was spilled in the temple.
Alright, so we have 1 skill point now. What should we use it on? I did want to save it for that, but I also know that I'm going to need more when I get Vigor a little bit later. And I'm at like a little over 4.5. Then we're going to get Vigor and Caltrops at 6. I guess we will get the skill tracker right now. These are pretty good too. Just having flat damage is usually always good. Can't really go wrong with that.
Another message for you from the king. It's wonderful to see you again, my friend, but I really wish the king would find someone else to serve as a messenger. I have so many other talents that could greatly benefit Orsinium. I have no idea. Although I did hear something or other about a moot of some kind. I suppose the best way to find out is to go and see the king. In the throne room, up at the keep. Hopefully he won't be in too foul of a mood when you get there. He seemed out of sorts when I told him this was the last message I was going to deliver. Either he finds something else for me to do, or I'm leaving.
Alright, so the king's castle area is all the way in the back, and I got a level 5% riding skill horse. Feels bad. Wait, hold on. What? Oh. So we will do all the side missions and delves a little bit later, but right now I just want to do the main story because that one's pretty fun. And but we'll do everything eventually throughout this entire playthrough.
My hunters brought in an entire herd this morning.
Oh my goodness. Whoa. You need to calm down, game.
This one
Jesus.
shouldn't be here. It was Agolus who stole from the king, not poor Zabani. Zabani met Agolus on the way to Orsinium. Many dangers line the road, so we traveled together. We celebrated our arrival with drinks. When this one returned from the privy, the guard accused Zabani of stealing from the king. Of what? She does not know. Gone. Zabani was a fool to trust him. This one remembers he mentioned his camp. Why would a traveler have a camp unless he was a bandit? Please, free Zabani. She has nowhere else to turn. Agolus always wrote in a journal.
Yo, they need to fix that.
Stay away from the bars. She knows. No. A witness? I don't know.
If you had the persuasion skill, you could pretty much just skip that quest. But I am strapped for points, as you may imagine, skill points, and persuasion and intimidation. Not on that list right now.
My friend and ally has returned. Let's talk. I heard what you did at the temple. Your efforts no doubt saved countless lives. It pains me to learn that Chief Basrog was involved, though. Basrog's never agreed with my plans. He's a traditionalist, stubborn and old-fashioned to the end. His unwavering devotion to Malakath, his hatred of Trinimac, his refusal to recognize my authority. I'd say Chief Basrog is getting desperate. Basrog wants to start a war. Damn it all to oblivion, we'll have to stop him. He has the strength to overwhelm the lesser clans, and he's no suckling cub when it comes to fighting either. If he were to make a challenge for my throne... It's time to assemble the Great Moot. I want you to visit the clan chiefs that still haven't come around to our way of thinking. Talk some sense into them. You need to get to them before Basrog poisons the well and turns them against me. You made an impression already, but don't worry. I'm not expecting them to come just because you asked nicely. The chiefs are stubborn, but they each have a problem that's confounding their clan. Solve their problems, and they'll attend the moot. Now you get it. Help the chiefs, and they'll be obligated to accept your invitation. I've tried to convince the chiefs of Tumnash, Morkul, and Shatul to join my kingdom. I even married a few of their daughters. We need a better solution. Tell them that you come to help in the name of King Kurog, that I'm hosting a gathering of clans, and I want the chiefs to attend. And it needs to be the clan's chief that comes to the moot. If they try to send a subordinate, I'll be highly insulted. Do whatever it takes. The chiefs must attend the moot. I trust you won't fail me. When this is over, Wrothgar will finally be forged into a united kingdom. Meet me at my corner club after you finish. All this planning has given me a powerful thirst. More? What more?
Too bad you can't just jump out the window right here. Wouldn't that be great?
You've caught me at a busy time.
Dang, the load screens in here are horrendous. Please, game. Alright, so the corner club. We go over there. The first time I did this, like, you know how it doesn't tell you where to go on the map because it's like 3 different bars? Like, I didn't look at or like hover over the name, so I like took a while. All right, well, maybe it's not this one today. Oh, we got to recruit the people, and then we, after that, and then we talk to him again. So let's go to the shrine, which is over here.
Hail, champion of the Crucible! Have a look.
This one might be a long quest, so let's see. Alright, Wrothgar. Let's do this one first because it's like the closest one. And I have a shrine there. Orsinium's just such a nice place to look at, like, snowy environment. You know, okay, so real talk, in like every MMO game I played or just like every RPG, I hate desert areas so much. And I like everything else, like rainforests and all that stuff.
I should have been at my husband's side. He'd still be alive, and I'd still be his hunt wife. Well, look upon my husband and weep, for his next journey is to the Ashen Forge. Perhaps a new chief will deal with Kurog's latest nonsense. Until then, leave us to our misery.
Alrighty.
Rotten luck, Chief. Don't see many new faces at Chateau Range. Our only neighbors are surly giants. Speaking of which, Chief Ogzor had a nasty encounter with a giant's club a short while ago. Best keep your voice low. We don't know how much time he has left. Dying. No amount of healing magic can fix smashed brains. Soon as he goes, Shatul is in for dark times. The clan will tear itself apart without a good contender for chief. I want to prevent that. I have a few words to say to Chief Ogzor's mother. I'll meet you where Urkael the Cleaver's tracks begin. Don't know why we call him that. He carries a club. I don't really know. Most giants are surly enough. Urkael the Cleaver, we've come to learn, is a mean drunk. Once, he tore off an Ichater's crest and tossed it across the snow like he was skipping a stone. Heard they found it in Farron's stronghold. You're right. Only made it 100 paces before it slammed into a tree. Took half a day to saw that bloody crest out. We tried to reattach the thing, but the Ichater wanted nothing to do with it. Most of Shatul's warriors died in the first Winterborn raids. Without a good contender for chief, neighbor will fight neighbor for a title they can't hope to hold. We can't afford that, after losing so much to the raiders. Truth is, everyone's afraid.
Alrighty, so let's see. Find the beginning trail. Oh, dear God.
All right, let's find Urkael the Cleaver.
Good thing I'm gonna stamina build and have a lot.
Some trackers.
So just follow these bush thingies.
No, just some melted snow.
Are we lost? It feels like we're lost. I'll just follow you.
Dude, I don't know where I'm going either. I don't remember. Okay, so it probably was the other way. But then, like, he said something, he's like, are we lost? I'm like, oh, that must mean wrong way.
Should I be quiet? Don't want to disturb your tracking. I'll be quiet.
Probably should have opened with the bound armaments, molten one.
Now for the trophy. Oh, that's disgusting.
Ooh, I want this sky shard. We're gonna get it. There's a world boss around here, and it's like something you have to do in a group, I believe.